Our advocacy, a life with hope for every stray animals.
A life with hope for every stray animals. As a person who loves animals and has my own dog, the reason we chose this advocacy is because we truly believe that every one of them deserve a better life just like every living things. It is best that we take action for their well-being as they also require love and care from others. Other than that, they are also part of those who are affected by natural disasters or situations that require security. In order for them to survive, they require or they need food and shelter to gain energy and also have a healthy lifestyle. We are capable of helping them out by doing simple acts of kindness like feeding them when you see one in the street or by simply donating foods and appliances that is useful for them. These photos are proof of an effective way of helping stray animals. And this photo is from our school page, DLSU DCATS, wherein they focus on helping and donating foods and shelters for these animals. As you can also see, they are open for adoption, which is really beneficial for stray animals to have a better life than living in a cruel outside world.
For me, even though I am not a pet person, I pity them. Because within these past few months, various natural disasters occur, such as landslides, storms, typhoons, flash floods, and many more that occur in our land. And we, as humans, we need to be somewhere safe and protected. But it is not only as humans and our belongings we need to just protect, but also animals, all animals, including stray animals, farm animals, and many more. Because we have to save them from these natural calamities that we are responsible for making it worse. And not just in the Philippines, but also around the world. Because God created these animals for us. Okay? They created these animals for us as a man's best friends, as a guardian of a family, as a protector of our home. And therefore, we need and we have the responsibility to protect them. That's why I chose this advocacy for all the animals in the world, including stray animals. Here is our NGO link, which is the PAWS, or the Philippine Animal Welfare Society. Our documentation, our journey to establish our advocacy and to tell our story. Masid Danas, Sea Experience. Number 1, natural disaster destruction. In social media, many netizens are sad and angry. Most of them, loving pet owners and animal lovers, are devastated because they see stray animals who were seen diseased because they were left on the streets where their final moments are in deadly typhoons and flash floods caused by natural disasters. Number 2, human cruelty on animals. Another evidence for issues involving stray animals is not only by the natural disasters but also human beings, not just regular people, but people of a pound, as they intentionally did this cruelty to animals such as the employees of the San Juan City Pound, wherein they were held accountable after cats and dogs were seen drowned during Typhoon Karina's onslaught. Luckily, a few of the animals were managed to survive and they were brought to other shelters around the Philippines.
Stray animals are often the ones who suffer the most from injuries, malnutrition, diseases, and exposure to harsh weathers. These advocacies helps these animals by offering vaccinations and treatments for them to prevent and also recover from these events. Stray animals are also victims to cruel people who have no sympathy and hurts these animals, leaving them injured and worse, diseased on the streets. These advocacies fights for this cruelty and violence to stop, bringing help for these animals, giving them a safe shelter away from harm. In light of these events, these advocacies integrates the Lasallian values by giving service to others. In these situations, the stray animals, and through communion of helping hands, we are able to make a change for them.
Proactive stances that represents the kilos. First is providing food and shelter. In our school, the La Salle University Das Marinas, there is a group of community wherein they provide food and shelter for stray animals or stray cats specifically, which helps them to have a better life than living and suffering in the streets. Second is medical services. As we all know, there are various diseases out there that they can be infected with, which is why it is important that we provide free medical attention for them. Third is no to animal testing products. We can simply help reduce this issue by using products that is against animal testing. There are various products out there that we can use which is much safer and much beneficial for us and also for the animals. Lastly is stopping animal cruelty. Animal cruelty is mostly experienced by stray animals. In order for us to help them is by standing up and fighting for their rights. In cases wherein we witness this kind of abuses, we must take action immediately by contacting authorities that specialize in animal welfare.
And here is our participation in our advocacy. Here are some proof, pictures, and evidences of our participation within this month and the past.